Hey there, y'all, settle in. 'Cause I'm about to tell you a story that starts ugly but ends in a way you won't believe. Picture this, a kid named Marcus Tate, just a regular high school junior at Lincoln Heights High in some small Ohio town, standing in the back of a packed auditorium, trying not to wince from a sharp pain in his lower back. The principal, Mrs. Evelyn Harper, this prim, power-hungry woman with a fake smile and a knack for control, spots him and decides it's her moment to shine. "Mr. Tate, why aren't you seated like everyone else?" she snaps, loud enough for the whole school to hear, her voice cutting through the air like a cold wind. Marcus, he's tall, quiet, not one to make waves, mumbles, "Ma'am, my back's hurting bad today." But Harper, oh, she's not having it, smells defiance, and she loves nothing more than stomping it out. See, Marcus's back pain wasn't some random ache. The day before, in MS. Clara Bennett's history class, he'd shown up a minute late, and the only chair left was this rickety thing with a jagged metal edge. When he tried to explain, Bennett, who's got this grudge against kids she thinks don't fit her perfect classroom vibe, barked, "Sit down, Tate, or you're out." So he sat, careful at first, but halfway through class, he shifted, and that metal bit into his back hard. He yelped, stood up, and Bennett, man, she lost it. "Always a problem with you," she hissed, storming over, and before he could move, she shoved the chair against him, digging that metal in deeper. It tore through his shirt, left a gash, and Marcus, he just stood there, stunned, while the class stared in silence. She sent him to the office, but Harper was busy, so he went home, too ashamed to tell anyone but his mom, who patched him up, her hands shaking with anger. Now, back at that assembly, Harper's not done. She notices a violin case by Marcus's side belongs to his friend, Layla, who's in the school orchestra. Harper's eyes light up with this cruel little spark. "Oh, you're a musician now, Tate," she sneers, knowing damn well he's not. "Since you think rules don't apply to you, let's see you play a solo at the spring concert next week. 3 minutes, no excuses." The auditorium erupts and snickers. Everyone knows Marcus doesn't play a lick. He tries to protest, "I don't know how," but she cuts him off, "Learn fast, or it's detention till graduation." The humiliation burns, kids whispering, he's gonna bomb, and Marcus, clutching that violin case, feels the weight of every eye on him. Here's the thing, Harper and Bennett, they've got this thing against kids like Marcus, kids from the wrong side of town, kids whose parents don't sit on the PDA. Harper's obsessed with her image, running the school like her personal kingdom, and Bennett's just as bad, always picking on students who don't kiss up to her. They thought they'd break Marcus, make an example of him, but they didn't know who they were messing with. Marcus goes home that night, the violin case unopened on the kitchen table, his mom, a tired nurse named Carla, watching him with worry. She knows about the chair incident, wanted to call the school, but Marcus begged her not to, said it'd only make things worse. Then he pulls out an old photo album, finds a picture of his dad, James, who passed when Marcus was 6, holding a violin. "He played?" Marcus asks, surprised. Carla nods, her voice soft. "Your daddy had a gift, but life bills, me, you got in the way." That's when Layla steps in, fierce and loyal, saying, "We're not letting Harper win." She starts teaching Marcus the basics, showing him how to hold the violin, even though every move hurts his back. It's rough screeching notes, clumsy fingers, but something clicks. Marcus feels this spark, like the violin's talking to him. Then Mr. Daniel Brooks, the music teacher, catches him practicing in a spare room. Brooks, this guy who gave up a big music career cause of stage fright, sees something in Marcus. "This ain't a punishment," he says, "it's a chance." He starts coaching Marcus, teaching him a simple but soulful piece, Pachelbel's Canon in D, something that'll hit the audience in the heart even if it's not perfect. Days pass, and Marcus is grinding early mornings, lunch breaks, late nights, his fingers raw, his back screaming, but he's driven by this fire he didn't know he had. Harper, though, she's not done playing dirty. She bans him from practice rooms, claiming orchestra needs them, and Bennett slaps him with a last-minute 10-page essay, smirking, "Hope your little music hobby doesn't tank your grades." Marcus is drowning, but Layla helps with the essay, and Brooks sneaks him to a park to practice. One night, Brooks takes him to a music shop, where the old owner, Mr. Rossi, hands Marcus a beat-up violin case. "This was your dad's," Rossi says, voice thick. "He sold it to me when times got tough, but it's yours now." Marcus plays a note, and it's like his dad's right there, guiding his hands. Concert night comes, and the auditorium's packed, kids, parents, even the school board, all waiting to see Marcus crash and burn. Harper's up there, all smug, introducing his special disciplinary performance. But then Dr. Lena Carter, a big-shot music professor from Oberlin, steps up there cause Brooks sent her a video of Marcus practicing. "Talent doesn't need years," she says, staring Harper down. "It just needs a chance." Marcus steps into the spotlight, heart pounding, and starts to play. The notes aren't flawless, but they're alive, pouring out his pain, his dad's dreams, his own fight. The crowd's silent, then explodes standing ovation. Even the board members are on their feet. Harper's face? Pure shock, like she's been slapped. Then, bullet applause, a detective walks in with a school resource officer. They head straight for Harper and Bennett, who's lurking in the back. "We've got footage," the detective says, "from Bennett's classroom, showing what you did to Marcus's back." Gasps everywhere. Turns out, Brooks reported the injury after seeing Marcus's wound, and the new security cameras caught it all. Harper stammers, "This is a mistake," but Bennett snaps, "He was disruptive." The school board president steps in, face like stone. "You're both suspended, effective now." They're escorted out, and Marcus, still holding his dad's violin, feels this weight lift not just from his back, but from his whole damn life. Months later, Marcus is thriving. He's got a scholarship to Oberlin's summer program. His playing's getting sharper, and Lincoln Heights is changing new principle, new policies, more love for the arts. That violin, once a tool for humiliation, it's his voice now, connecting him to his dad, to something bigger. But here's the thing, what if Brooks hadn't stepped in? What if those cameras weren't there? How many kids like Marcus get crushed because no one sees their potential? So, tell me, what do you think? Did Harper and Bennett get what they deserved? Or is there more to fix in schools like this? Drop a comment, share your thoughts, and let's talk about how we make sure every kid gets a real shot. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next story, cause trust me, there's plenty more where this came from.